Hey, welcome back to another episode of Tune Quest. Today we're looking at Scared of Loving You by Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco. Let's get started with the chords that Benny plays on the piano at the beginning. They go like this. Okay, so this is a lovely progression. The left hand, we're going to use octaves, and we're going to descend the G flat major scale. Okay, let's quickly cover the G flat major scale. Okay, that's the G flat major scale, and this progression is a really great example of why practicing scales is super great. Okay, because we're basically just descending that scale. We start with G flat, we go down to F, E flat, D flat, B. I know it says C flat there. Technically it's a C flat, but you can just think of it as a B. B flat, A flat, but instead of going back down, we go up to D flat, and then we resolve back at the 1. Okay, so it's a super great progression. And let's take a look at the right hand now. So the first shape we have is this. This is a G flat major triad in first inversion. What does that mean? This is G flat major in root position, and we're just taking that root and we're putting it up there. Okay, so that's first inversion. That's our first shape. Now let's quickly cover the rhythm that we have between the left hand and the right hand. We play the octave and then the right hand like this. Okay, so the way that we count that is 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's the rhythm that we want to have. Now, we start with this shape, and then the next one is that fourth finger goes down to F, and then it goes back up to G flat, and then it goes down to F again, and the thumb moves to A flat, and then we play B major triad, and then we play this, the shape we started with, and then we play this. Okay, this is an A flat minor 7, where you've got an A flat minor triad, the pinky is still there on that G flat, and then you're playing this shape again, where you've got A flat, D flat, and F. Okay, so let me play that slowly for you, the whole progression. You can follow the right hand movement. For that last chord, we kind of roll it. Okay, that's a D flat major chord. And then it resolves back to the top. Okay, so that is the chord progression and the accompaniment, and you can like sing along to that. But if you're playing solo piano, you want to play the chords in the left hand and the melody in the right hand. So let's take a look at that now. Okay, so firstly, we want to have the chords and the rhythm all dialed in with the left hand. Okay, so this is really good left hand practice. First, easy mode is like this, where you just play it 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the first chord, G flat major, and then the second chord. It's really simple. We're going to keep these top two notes, and that bottom note is going to descend down to F. And we're going to keep the same rhythm. Okay, this is level 1 rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Top notes are still going to stay the same, but now we're going to add these two down here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to keep that thumb there on D flat, and we're going to play this D flat major triad here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we play B major, B flat minor, A flat minor, and D flat dominant. Okay, this is a D flat dominant 7 chord. You've got a D flat triad, and the thumb is catching this B here. Okay, now this is the 5th chord in the key of G flat major, and the 5th chord always works as a dominant to resolve back to the 1. Okay, that's a little bit of theory for you. So the left hand, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's level 1 rhythm. What's level 2 rhythm? It's where we have that same kind of rhythmic interplay that we had before between both hands, but we're using it just in the left hand, where you play the bottom note and then the top 2 notes, like that, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? You see how that works? Bottom, top, 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 bottom, top, top, top. Okay, so that might be a little bit of practice in the left hand to dial that in, but you can definitely get there. Let's take a look at the melody. It goes like this. Okay, so this is great. This is the verse melody. It's super easy. Basically, you've just got your fingers in this position. Your thumb there on that G flat, your second on that A flat. You can see that, right? It's just on the 3 black notes. And you climb up, and then your 4th finger plays B, then comes down to A flat. And that's pretty much it. Da-dum, da-dum, da-da-dum, da-dum. Yeah, that's essentially the verse, okay? Now, let's take a look at the chorus. It goes like this. The left hand is the same, by the way. Okay, so the chorus is in 2 parts. Again, the left hand is the same. By the way, if you want to simplify it, you can just do that octave left hand like we looked at the start, just to simplify the left hand while you focus on the right hand. That's something that you can do, right? So it starts on this D flat dominant chord, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4 on that B. And then as we go to the first chord again, we go, right? Da, da, da. That's B flat to D flat and back. And then da, 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 da. So we go back down these notes. And this idea again. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. And then da, da, da. Da, da, da. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Okay, so let me play that slowly. Da, 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 da. It's good to sing along, by the way. That's a really great way to integrate a melody. Da, 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 da. Now, the second time through, we repeat that idea. And here we go like this. Okay, so that's B flat, G flat, F, D flat, E flat, and that repeats. Okay, by the way, what is that nice chord I just played? Well, basically, you just have that G flat root, and we've got a G flat major triad in its second inversion. What does that mean? Root position, we take that fifth down an octave, and you want to take this root and put it down a half step. You're going to get the major 7th extension. It sounds lovely. Okay, so that's how you play the song, and yeah, hopefully this was helpful to you. By the way, let's quickly look at one of those cool arpeggio patterns that Blanco plays, kind of like this. Okay, so that's so easy. He's just arpeggiating that G flat major triad and then dropping the thumb to that F. Same notes on the top. Back to the G flat, back to the F. And then this time he's going up to this shape here, B major in its second inversion. Then shifting that down to here, arpeggiating that, then going up to an A flat minor, that D flat major chord, and then back to the top. So that's a little arpeggiation technique there for you. There's a lot of ideas for you to practice. Hopefully this was helpful. By the way, if you want to really level up your keyboard skills, I'm now offering like one-on-one coaching to take your keyboard skills to the next level. So if you want to be able to play this song kind of like this. If you want to get your skills to that level, or at least speed run that process and get there a lot quicker, I can help you. I love taking these kind of pop songs, these kind of ballads, and turning them into these epic, jazzy, funky, neo-soul like songs. Yeah, I love arranging songs, and I love composing and production and things like that. And so we can cover a lot of that stuff in one-on-one coaching if you're interested in that. It's the second link below. The top link is a link to UtK Pro, which is it's a community, and there's a whole course there if you're interested more in an online course. But yeah, that's essentially it for this tutorial. Hopefully this was helpful, and good luck. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.